Welcome to Historical Painting. Today, we embark on a journey through one of the most defining conflicts in human history, World War I. A war that not only reshaped borders but altered the course of nations forever. It was a time of relentless battles, shifting alliances, and bold military strategies. In this video, we'll dive deep into the story of Germany, a rising power in Europe, as it stood against a continent united in opposition. The lessons of this great struggle still echo today, and together we will uncover its profound impact on the world. After the 19th century, Germany became an emerging power in Europe. The country's military and economic strength grew rapidly, catching up with leading powers such as Britain and France. However, when its colonies and spheres of influence around the world were divided up, Germany felt left out of the big game and demanded a redivision of the world. This demand aroused resentment from Britain and France, creating great tensions that led to a global conflict. But how could a newly emerging country like Germany confront the whole of Europe in this fierce war? On June 28, 1914, in Sarajevo, the event that led to the global conflict took place. Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated by a young Serbian man, Gavrilo Princip. With just a pistol, the teenager changed the fate of the world. This event set off a chain reaction that plunged European nations into total war. On August 1, 1914, after Russia announced its support for Serbia, Germany quickly mobilized its army and declared war on Russia. After just a few weeks of training, 4 million young, enthusiastic Germans were ready to go to war. On August 3, Germany officially declared war on France and began implementing the Schlieffen Plan, a bold offensive plan designed to avoid fighting on two fronts. Germany hoped to defeat France before Russia could muster enough forces to attack from the east. On August 4, 1914, Germany invaded Belgium, a neutral country that served as a strategic buffer between Britain, France, and Germany. This action not only angered Britain and France, but also increased tensions between European nations. Britain immediately sent an ultimatum demanding that Germany stop the invasion. When this ultimatum was rejected, Britain declared war on Germany. This marked Britain's formal entry into the global war. Germany's Schlieffen Plan was an ambitious strategy, with the goal of defeating France quickly before Russia could attack from the east. To carry out the plan, Germany advanced through Belgium and Luxembourg, hoping to quickly push the French back and capture Paris. However, unexpected difficulties arose, preventing the plan from going as smoothly as planned. With the German invasion of Belgium, Britain had no choice but to enter the war to protect its allies and its interests. On August 5, 1914, Britain officially declared war on Germany. The war on the Western Front now became a fierce confrontation between Germany and the Anglo-French coalition forces. The first battles showed the brutality of this war. In this war, talented German generals such as Paul von Hindenburg played a key role in shaping the conflict. Hindenburg, a veteran general, took command of the German army on the Eastern Front after initial setbacks. Under his leadership, the Germans won important victories, most notably the Battle of Tannenberg, a decisive battle on the Eastern Front. World War I was fought not only on land but also on the sea. Germany used its U-boat force to blockade Britain, a country heavily dependent on imports. On May 7, 1915, a German submarine sank the British cruise ship Lusitania, killing more than 1,000 people, including many American citizens. This event changed the course of the war, bringing the United States closer to entering the global conflict. In February 1916, Germany decided to launch a major attack on Verdun, one of France's most strategically important cities. Hoping to open the way to Paris, the Germans massed 150,000 soldiers and more than 1 million artillery shells against the French positions. The Battle of Verdun lasted for 300 days and nights, with terrible destruction and heavy losses on both sides. This battle completely changed the French battlefield, marking one of the fiercest battles in history. World War I also marked the emergence of a new type of warfare, aerial warfare. Brave pilots like Hermann Göring became pioneers, engaging in dangerous aerial combat. Fighter planes were used for the first time not only for reconnaissance but also for bombing and direct attacks on the enemy. Air combat created a new era in warfare, when the skies became fierce battlefields. With Germany's unrestricted submarine warfare, the United States was no longer on the sidelines. On April 6, 1917, the United States officially entered World War I, bringing new strength to the Allies. The appearance of American troops on the Western Front changed the course of the war, but also created a prolonged stalemate. Dense trenches and strong defenses left both sides unable to advance or retreat. In March 1918, Germany gathered all its remaining strength to launch a final offensive on the Western Front. With more than 2 million soldiers, the Germans hoped to achieve victory before the Allies could regroup. However, with the strong intervention of the U.S. military and internal weakness, Germany could not sustain the offensive and gradually fell into a passive position. Finally, on November 11, 1918, Germany was forced to sign an armistice, ending 4 years of devastating war. World War I ended on November 11, 1918, but its effects continued to affect the world for many years to come. The war completely changed the political, economic and social landscape of Europe, laying the foundation for the great upheavals of the 20th century. Germany, once a rising power, suffered a crushing defeat and the collapse of the German Empire, creating the conditions that led to the rise of extremism later on. Thank you for watching today's video. If you find the content useful, please click like, share so your friends can learn together. Don't forget to click subscribe so you don't miss any of our next videos. See you again in the next historical discovery journeys on the Historical Painting channel.